Never dwell on the past. Avoid seeking happiness, justification, or excuses in the past. The world is as it is, and you are who you are. Success is not final, and failure is not fatal, it's the courage to continue that matters. Focus on today. Don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Our fears often deceive us more than any liar in the world. Appreciate what you have. Don't spoil what you have by desiring what you don't. Remember, what you have now was once among the things you only hoped for. Destroying a culture doesn't require burning books, just making people stop reading them. Look forward. Don't look back, you're not going that way. Practice self-compassion, we're all human and everyone makes mistakes. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Choose your companions wisely. Make and keep friends who inspire you to be better, not those who are most likely to accept you. The people you associate with will shape your future. Save your money, don't spend it on things you can't afford. In the end, you'll be much happier. Embrace change. There are two paths you can go by, but there's always time to change the road you're on. Don't waste time worrying about what others think, they probably aren't thinking about you. Think and feel. The world is a tragedy to those who feel, but a comedy to those who think. Thinking is hard work, which is why so few engage in it. There are 3 significant events in life: birth, life, and death. We aren't conscious of being born, we die in pain, and we often forget to live. Master your mood. Manage your mood, or it will manage you. Sometimes, to understand the world, you need to step away from it. If something isn't right, don't do it. If it isn't true, don't say it. True love never ends because it is eternal. Live fully. Life is like a book with sad and happy chapters, all necessary for the full story. Take good care of your health, without it, nothing else matters. Always move in your own direction, not according to society, friends, or family. Mind your own business. What others think of you is none of your business. It's not a lack of time but a lack of priority. Through discipline comes freedom. To know your enemy, you must become your enemy. Lead by example. Children learn more from our actions than our words. Never overlook contempt. If someone views you with disdain, they'll likely harm you. Remove such people from your life. Seize the moment. Life is short, but it's not over. If you want to do something, don't delay, but don't sacrifice long-term goals for short-term desires. This is your world, shape it, or someone else will. Maintain privacy. The best decision I made was to stop sharing every detail of my life. Be proud of your efforts. In tough times, you realize a lot. No one is too busy, it's about priorities. Never force, beg, or chase. Be prepared and value time. Learn to change a flat tire. If you don't value your time, neither will others. Today's pain will be tomorrow's strength. Don't delay important medical checkups, time heals almost everything. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Protect your happiness. If something keeps you happy, keep it quiet. If no one helps, do it alone. Be selfish with your time, many people don't deserve it. You can't change the beginning, but you can start now and change the ending. If you don't ask, you don't get. Treat others well. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Life isn't fair, but it's still good. He who doesn't take risks accomplishes nothing. Never take on responsibilities that aren't yours. Have firm boundaries and be discerning about who you let into your life. Invest wisely. Buy real estate or land if you can. Fewer possessions often lead to greater happiness and less burden. Lessons in life. Don't leave someone to teach them a lesson, leave because you've learned yours. When in doubt, just take the next small step. Be careful who you marry and even more careful who you have children with. Slow down and understand that mistakes are essential for learning. Personal growth. Get yourself together before you get any older. The older you are, the harder it is to change. No one cares except family. Keep busy, it's the cheapest and one of the best kinds of medicine. Friendship and influence. Your friends' problems become your problems. The smaller your circle, the less you have to deal with. When you were born, you cried, and the world rejoiced. Live your life so that when you die, the world cries, and you rejoice. Resilience and hard work. A bad phase of your life can start at any time. Genius is 1% talent and 99% hard work. The noblest work of God is man, who discovered this. Save a little money regularly. Nothing gives you happiness like a financial buffer. Happiness is not something you postpone for the future, it's something you design for the present. Mindfulness and focus. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around, you might miss it. The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. Do your best and trust the process. The harder you work, the luckier you get. Balance between heart and mind. Your heart will tell you where to go, your head will guide you there safely. Use one without the other, and you'll get lost. Throw off your worries when you throw off your clothes at night. Often, the lies we believe become the truth. Purpose and persistence. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. Never give up on something you really want. It's difficult to wait, but it's more difficult to regret. You can't do big things if you're distracted by small things. Focus on what you can control and let go of what you cannot. Wisdom and adaptability. A clever person solves a problem, a wise person avoids it. Most so-called failures are only temporary defeats. Life isn't about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself. It's not what happens to you but how you react to it that matters. Intuition and kindness. Intuition is often ahead of accurate knowledge. One can always be kind to people about whom one cares nothing. Nothing costs so much in life as illness and ignoring it. Everything outside of this moment is just imagination. Your life does not get better by chance, it gets better by change. Strength and resolve. Stay strong even when things begin to fall apart. I'd rather be a swineherd understood by the swine than a poet misunderstood by men. Fear doesn't exist anywhere except in the mind. You'll never regret telling someone you love them, do it before it's too late. Character and responsibility. You can tell more about a person by what he says about others than by what others say about him. Getting married means having your rights and doubling your responsibilities. Jealousy will pull you down, don't be surprised, it's normal. Most of the time, you have to swallow the pain and grow up on your own. Trust wisely, not blindly. Living fully. Here for a good time, not a long time. A fool is known by his speech, and a wise man by his silence. One today is worth 2 tomorrows. Our thoughts make us what we are. Difficulty reveals true character. The life of the dead is set in the memory of the living. Independence and priorities. Never take anything personally. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality. The more interested you are in others, the more interesting they find you. Be interesting by being interested. The only time you should look back is to see how far you've come. Embrace stress as the opposite of apathy. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Leadership and courage. A leader is a dealer in hope. Keep your fears to yourself but share your courage with others. When you work for someone else, you only have the right to labor, not to the fruits of your labor. True love begins when nothing is expected in return. Practical wisdom. Don't just read a quote and say it's wise, ask how it can relate to your life. Better 50% now than 100% never. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You're being judged no matter what, so be who you want to be. Wealth is like seawater, the more you drink, the thirstier you become, and the same is true of fame. Personal integrity. What Paul says about Peter tells us more about Paul than about Peter. Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. The truth is everyone is going to hurt you, you just have to find the ones worth suffering for. Be loyal or stay single, it's that simple. Never say maybe if you want to say no. When you are angry, stay silent. You don't have to win every argument, agree to disagree. Empowerment and focus. At some point, you'll realize no one else has a say in your life unless you let them. You are confined only by the walls you build yourself. When you work for someone else, you only have the right to labor, not to the fruits of your labor. Reflections on life. Children make so much noise you can't think, but when they leave home for good, the silence is overwhelming. Nonviolence is the weapon of the strong. No matter how you slice it, there will always be two sides. Dreams and accomplishments. Anything you dream is fiction, and anything you achieve is science. The entire history of mankind is essentially science fiction. If a man doesn't know which port he sails to, no wind is favorable. Live each day as if it were your last, because one day it will be. Only those who can afford not to lie are truly free. A great leader must first learn to be a good follower. The greatest risk is not taking any. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Giving and self-belief. Give without expecting anything in return. Stop doubting yourself. Waiting for change without taking action is like waiting for a train at a bus stop. A blind man is a poor guide until it gets dark. We have two lives, and the second begins when we realize we only have one. Inspiration and gratitude. It's not your fault that things are the way they are. You can't wait for inspiration, you have to chase it with determination. Remember, 5 years ago you dreamed of being where you are now, appreciate it. If you can't explain something simply, you don't understand it well enough. Life only comes around once, so do what makes you happy. Those who are hardest to love often need it the most. Perspectives and emotions. What one man calls God, another calls the laws of physics. Hatred is a curse that harms the hater more than the hated. Let go of grudges as if they were poison. Keep your plans to yourself and trust cautiously. Time always reveals your true importance to someone. Be polite to everyone, sociable with many, close to a few, and a friend to the select. It is nothing to die, but it is dreadful not to live. Self-improvement and resilience. If a woman is angry, it often means she knows she's wrong. If someone tries to bring you down, they're already beneath you. Even the finest steel will rust if plunged into salt water. Not everyone wants to be your friend, and that's okay. You don't need everyone as a friend. What we do now echoes in eternity. Tackle the hard jobs first, the easy ones will follow. Strength and love. If you can endure your own thoughts, you can survive anything. Love your enemies, they reveal your flaws. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger. Procrastination is the thief of time. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. The lesson from history is that no one learns from history. Action and trust. Who dares nothing, hopes for nothing. Learn to heal without venting to everyone. Failure is a bruise, not a tattoo. Be careful who you trust, salt and sugar look the same. Money is a tool, not the goal, freedom is the goal. Stay calm, you've faced this before and can do it again. Learn to say no without explanation. Believe nothing you hear and only half of what you see. Saints are sinners who keep on trying. Respect and uniqueness. Above all, respect yourself. Do what no one else can, and you'll become what no one else can. Value experiences over possessions, memories are the true treasures of life. Give back, even in small ways, it will make you feel good. Women are meant to be loved, not to be understood. Lead from the back, letting others believe they are in front. Love is an irresistible desire to be irresistibly desired. Preparation and wisdom. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. Intellect is invisible to those who have none. Do yourself a favor and build wealth. Life gets easier with money, not time. If they don't appreciate you, they don't deserve you. To avoid disappointment, expect nothing from anyone. Avoid gossip, it's poison for the mind. The root of all suffering is attachment. Stress is temporary, but the lessons you learn from it last a lifetime. Money isn't everything, but it can solve many problems. The future comes slowly, the present flies, and the past remains forever. Focus and victory. To be everywhere is to be nowhere. The greatest victory is over yourself. If you're not falling down occasionally, you're just coasting. Forget what hurt you, but never forget what it taught you. Reflections on living. To live like a king, you must work like a servant. At some point, everyone faces the consequences of their actions. You came into this vast world alone and will leave it alone, so believe in your ability to achieve the impossible by yourself. Show strength in your weakest moments and vulnerability when you are strong. Seek wisdom over knowledge. Wisdom prepares you for the future, while knowledge is tied to the past. Power and happiness. Give a man power, and you will see his true character. You are responsible for your own happiness. Relying on others to make you happy will only lead to disappointment. It's okay to relax and take a break from constantly doing and going. He who controls the past commands the future, and he who controls the present shapes the past. Wise people learn from everyone and everything, average people from their experiences, and fools think they know it all. courage and acceptance. Above all, never be afraid. The enemy who forces you to retreat is equally fearful of you. Accept what is, let go of what was, and have faith in what will be. Sometimes, things need to end for better things to begin. If you want to forget something, make a note to remember it, and it will likely slip from your mind. Things come to those who hustle, not just to those who wait. Education and honesty. Education is the most powerful tool to change the world. Have at least one person in your life who gives you honest opinions. Be a good person, but don't waste time proving it. Live each act of your life as if it were your last. Trust, once broken, is difficult to regain. Everything happens for a reason, and mastering yourself is true power. Fear and friendship. Fear of death grows with wealth, but it's our friends, not enemies, who can truly hurt us. If a man knows more than others, he may feel isolated. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Success is moving from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. Nothing is too hard if you break it into small tasks. A negative mind will never yield a positive life. Patience and persistence. Drop by drop, the water pot is filled. Similarly, the wise gather good little by little. Everything you need will come at the perfect time. To be trusted, you must be honest. Those who say it cannot be done should not interrupt those doing it. Wealth is not in great possessions but in having few wants. A goal without a plan is just a wish. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Love and resilience. Life will separate you from friends, so cherish each moment together. Women refine even the men around them. Don't chase happiness, it's within you. Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. Good things come to those who wait and endure. You'll regret the things you didn't do more than the things you did. A profession should be a labor of love, not just a means to an end. Peace and hard work. Better days are coming, you won't always wake up with a heavy heart. Worrying robs today of its peace without solving tomorrow's troubles. The man who goes above and beyond will eventually be rewarded for more than he does. Don't react impulsively, cut off negativity silently. Genius knows its limits. Mindfulness and compassion. Your mind is your strongest muscle and worst enemy, train it well. Treat others as you wish to be treated. Cherish those you love, as they can be taken away at any time. Time is precious, and trust, once shattered, is hard to rebuild. Fortune favors the brave, and clinging to the past hinders future progress. Perfection is achieved not when there is nothing more to add, but when there is nothing left to take away. Purpose and perspective. He who has a reason to live can endure almost anything. The art of living well and dying well are one and the same. If you can make someone laugh, you can deeply connect with them. Your direction is more important than your speed. Money can be earned again, but missed moments are lost forever. Live life with open eyes, ears, and heart. Never ruin an apology with an excuse. It always seems impossible until it's done. Don't let the same people disappoint you twice. Financial wisdom and growth. Saving money is a crucial habit. Compound interest can work wonders. Investing in your future and being mindful of your resources will secure your well-being. Wise reflections on life. Keep your happiness to yourself, silence is golden. Likewise, guard your sadness with the same discretion. It's experiences, not things, that truly make us happy. The best way to start is to quit talking and begin doing. True men despise conflict but never shy away from it. Wine and children are often truthful. Personal growth and resilience. People want you to succeed but not more than themselves. Hard times will always reveal true friends. Stop comparing yourself to those who started long before you. Focus on your own journey. Simplicity is the result of maturity. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what was learned in school. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Learning to let go should come before learning to acquire. Friendship and decision-making. Choose your friends wisely. The fastest way to improve is to surround yourself with better people. Don't fear making hard choices, they often turn out to be the best decisions. Nothing is as easy as it seems, and a person who doesn't make mistakes doesn't make anything at all. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Action and perspective. The hard work of the future may involve pushing buttons, but it will still be work. Nothing makes a man more adventurous than an empty pocket. The future depends on what you do today. The time for action is now. It's never too late to start something new. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Wisdom and self-control. Someone else's progress doesn't diminish your own. Even the nicest people have their limits. If you punish the truth, expect to be lied to. Only those who control themselves are truly free. If you can't find a faithful friend, be your own. Laziness travels so slowly that poverty soon overtakes it. Respect and self-worth. Other people's stupidity doesn't make us smart. Seek respect, not attention. Respect endures. Many people love you, don't focus on those who don't. Your vision may be blurry now, but it will become clear with time. Patience is your ally. Never forget those who helped you in difficult times. Optimism and pessimism. Both optimists and pessimists contribute to society. The optimist invents the airplane, and the pessimist the parachute. Laws are like cobwebs, catching small flies but letting wasps and hornets break through. He who travels fastest travels alone. Genius lies in distinguishing the difficult from the impossible. Truth and purpose. A lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is still putting its shoes on. You are here for a reason, even if you don't know it yet. Be patient and grateful for the little things in life that others take for granted. There will always be someone who doesn't see your worth. Don't let that someone be you. Imperfection and knowledge. Life did not intend to make us perfect. Whoever is perfect belongs in a museum. What we know is a drop. What we don't know is an ocean. Have no regrets, just do better next time. Before you grow old, attend as many funerals as you can bear and listen. People remember what kind of person you were, not your achievements. Moving on and understanding. Just because you miss someone doesn't mean you need them back in your life. Missing is part of getting over. Ignorance is the root and stem of every evil. Never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake. Take care of your body. Health is another form of wealth. Adaptation and kindness. You cannot change the direction of the wind, but you can adjust your sails to reach your destination. Don't regret having a good heart. All good things come back and multiply. If you don't let go of the wrong people, you'll never meet the right ones. Don't feel guilty for doing what's best for you. Consistency and courage. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. Don't trust words, trust actions. Courage is not having the strength to go on, it is going on when you don't have the strength. Time and forgiveness. Idleness is unbearable. God knows when to send you exactly what you need. Don't make permanent decisions based on temporary emotions. First, it hurts, then it makes you stronger. No matter how hard the past, you can always begin again. Forgive your old self, you've changed. Judgment and satisfaction. Don't judge your greatness by your shadow at sunset. A friend to all is a friend to none. A woman's guess is often more accurate than a man's certainty. He who is not satisfied with a little is satisfied with nothing. Understanding a question is half an answer. How many things would you attempt if you knew you could not fail? Embrace your worth and journey. Remember, you alone are enough. There's nothing you need to prove to anyone. Sometimes, enduring the worst is necessary to achieve the best. Stay alone until you're truly valued. Guard your privacy, as it is a powerful asset. Be yourself, people don't have to like you, and you don't need to care. The ability to forget is a sign of sanity. Independence and authenticity. Liberate yourself from society's advice, as most people don't really know what they're doing. It's better to offer no excuse than a poor one. Everything that happens before death is what truly matters. People often avoid the truth because they don't want their illusions shattered. Success lies in doing ordinary things extraordinarily well. Believe and achieve. Believe in yourself, and you're already halfway there. The family you create is more important than the one you come from. The less you engage in sex, the less you desire it. The path of truth is straightforward, it's not hard to know it, but the difficulty lies in the unwillingness to seek it. Integrity and honor. A man must have a sense of shame, for the absence of it is the height of shamelessness.